As educators, we are always looking for better ways to peek into our students' understanding. And one way of doing this is by using storytelling.
And Adobe Spark is a great tool that students can use to tell their stories, and we're going to tell you all about it on this week's episode of IT Weekly. Adobe Spark is a web-based tool that is really simple to use. Students and teachers can sign in with their CMS Google account. It includes 3 primary features that work fantastic with storytelling, including posts.
Yeah, imagine you're reading a book with your students and you're trying to help them build connections and make predictions on the story. Your students could create posters or mock social media posts using the post feature in Adobe Spark.
Once you've logged into Adobe Spark, go ahead and select the blue plus button at the very top in the middle, and then it will come up to the option to add or create a post, page, or video. So let's go ahead and take a look at the post option. So once you selected post, you'll see a bunch of different templates that you or your students can select from. And once you select one of these templates, you'll be able to edit it and put your own material in. But if you want to start from scratch, go ahead and select the Start from Scratch button. So now you're going to go ahead and add the text that you want to add to your post. So after you've added the text that you want on your post, you'll get some options that you can edit the text or you can edit the background. In the upper right hand corner, you can change a handful of different options like the design or the layout. And then when you're done, you can select the share button that will allow you to share your Adobe post or download it.
Posts include several features that are great for getting your point across with minimal text. Now, if you're looking for something that includes more information, Pages just might be the option for you.
Pages are the ideal space for students to summarize or to create their own narrative. If students are studying a book or even a time period, they can use Pages to explain that topic in more detail.
Once again, to create a page, go ahead and select the blue plus button at the very top in the middle, and then select Page. So with the Adobe Spark Pages, you're going to want to go ahead and give your page a title. So keep in mind that an Adobe page is very similar to a scroll or vertical scrolling storyboard. What you're going to do is you're going to scroll through the story to see the different options. So after you've given your page a title and a subtitle, go ahead and select the photo button and you can add a photo to the back of your page. So after you've added an image to the background, you can scroll to start writing your story. When you scroll down, you will then see a plus button that you can select. From here, you will be given 6 different options like photo, text, button, video, and a photo grid. And you can select these items to add them to your story. So for instance, you can add a button, and then you can type in text as well as a website. So as you can see, I've added a button, and if the user would select that button, it would take them to a particular website. And then after you've added an item, you can select the plus button again to add more. So when you're done adding your items, you can then select the preview button to preview your page, or you can select the share button to share it.
This is the perfect tool for a social studies class that is learning about a geographical region. Students can explain the history and the culture of the region using the different features available in Pages like slideshows or even inserting a video.
Oh, and speaking of videos, Spark includes a video creator that is fun to use and easy to learn. It will allow your students to analyze maybe a story or an event and give them the possibility to provide an alternate ending to that story.
So to create an Adobe Spark video, back at the blue plus button, go ahead and select video. You need to go ahead and give your video a name. Go ahead and select next. So after giving it a name, you can go ahead and either select from a template or select the Start from Scratch button. So for this, let's go ahead and take a look at using a template. So we're just going to select a template. Once you are in the actual video creator for Adobe Spark, you'll notice a handful of items. So at the very bottom, you'll see a storyboard or timeline where this will allow you to add different items to your storyboard inside of your video. Then the main portion of the screen is the slide that you're currently on. So I'm going to go ahead and select this first slide, and then you'll see that I have 4 different options of items to add to my video. I can add a video that's already been created, as well as text, photos, or an icon, just by selecting the plus button. So I've added a image here. I can then select the plus button again and add text or an icon on top of that image. What's also nice about the video creator in Adobe Spark is the ability to add narration to your videos. If you just select the microphone icon and hold down on it, you'll be able to add a narration to each one of the slides inside of your Adobe Spark video. In the upper right hand corner, you'll see 3 different tabs. You'll see a layout tab, and this is where you can change the layout of each slide in your Adobe Spark video. You'll also be able to select the theme music as well as a different theme for your video. So when you're done, you can select the preview button to preview your video or select the share button to share it out. What's extremely nice about this is the ability to download your video and then upload it to another different platform.
Students really get a kick out of hearing their own voices on their videos, and what I really like about Adobe Spark is that it gives you a link and an embed code, making those videos really accessible.
And I love how Adobe Spark makes storytelling so easy for students. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check us out next week for another edition of IT Weekly.